Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night, and we have another OP05 match here for you guys. We have my man Caroline Park on the left-hand side, rocking out that Sakazuki, as well as my man Monkey with that Enel. Now, I have to say, guys, this is probably going to be grand finals here at Nationals this coming next weekend, coming in the end of January. I think these two decks are just extremely everywhere right now, and I feel like what more better video to put out than just your good old Sakazuki versus Enel. So we saw Monkey here going first, so on his second turn playing that dog, and now Caroline Park here at his turn 2 with 4 active Dawn. Now we're gonna go ahead and see exactly what he does end up doing, but of course I have to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is DXN Outpost, DXN Provisions, the only place where I get all my sealed products. So if you're interested in any sealed product, check out the link below. So now we're gonna go ahead and tap forward here, probably playing that Rebecca to actually grab the Hina. Not really reducing anything for no real reason. He's just trying to flood the board just a little bit. Very interesting to see, but we see the huge punish here coming from Gadatsu, removing that 4-cost Rebecca since Caroline Park is at 4 life, and now we're gonna see Hina kind of take a take a couple swings at her. So yeah, we're gonna see the dog swinging into Hina with no real reason to counter out of it, but we see actually the Ice Age trigger removing the dog from the board. Very interesting there. You almost literally never see that ever happen. At least that's never happened to me, or I've never seen anyone else happen. That's pretty rare. But getting back to the match here, we have my man Caroline Park sitting at his 6th Dawn. Now this is obviously it's yellow, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yellow right now. There's a lot of the yellow train hate is very real. So yeah, let's see if my man Caroline Park can pull through, or if you're rooting for Enel, let's see if Enel can do this here. But we saw Caroline Park here actually using leader ability here to pitch the 2K counter to Shigi to grab to draw a card off leader ability here. But we are going to go ahead and tap 4 for another Rebecca. My man's farming these, and we're going to go ahead and play the Hina to Houndblaze. Bottom deck is swinging AK into life, and it looks like Monkey's going to go ahead and take it, and with no trigger actually. I feel like with Enel we always see triggers now, so we're gonna go ahead and pass turn, of course, and now we're sitting at, I believe that is 7 Dawn, so we're gonna see a 5k swing going into the Hina, and this is an easy 1k counter or a block with that Rebecca. I think either one's okay, honestly. Rebecca's kind of nice, but I mean, it's whatever. It's still a blocker, but actually Caroline Park letting it go, wanting to keep that brand new in hand, and now we see the 7-cost Big Mom. Now, this is huge, okay? Let me know in the comment section below, would you take this life or would you give it? Caroline Park is currently sitting at a healthy 3 to Monkey's 2. I feel like you almost never want to give Monkey the life here, but we're actually going to go ahead and do so and pass the turn. Now Caroline Park here sitting at his 8 Dawn turn, I believe, swinging 5k into life, making that character a 6-cost, that character being Big Mom, of course. And we're going to go ahead and see the trigger of the Shura grabbing himself a 1k counter, aka Holy, aka the dog. So now we're gonna go ahead and tap 1 here for probably a Great Eruption, minusing 2 costs, and now we're gonna see the 7-cost Borsalino to bottom deck the Big Mom here, and most likely gonna go ahead and maybe use the ability and then probably just pass turn. So yeah, using leader ability here to actually trash the brand new from our hand to go ahead and draw us a card. Now Monkey's sitting here, of course, with his 2 Dawn, and now with 9 cards, with 9 Dawn, 9 active Dawn here. Pretty good spot here for Enel. We're going to see an easy 5k swing going into life, and that is, of course, an easy 1k counter, or we can just go ahead and take it. And yeah, actually dropping the Borsalino to counter out of that, and now we see the 8-cost Katakuri putting the Borsalino back at the bottom of his life. I know most of the times we usually see Katakuri putting characters on back to Monkey's life, to its own life, but we're gonna see the counterplay here of the 10-cost Kuzan removing the Shura on the board. And guys, that card is a problem in this matchup if you're rocking Enel. This is terrifying, and my man, you can see through the face cam, my boy Monkey's going through it. This dude, yeah, it's D-Day, baby. It's coming. So we see the Gadatsu coming down here, popping, removing the Rebecca, since of course Sakazuki, Caroline Park is at 4 life, and I feel like we're on a clock here. He does actually try to swing 6k, but forget that he just played it. So we are going to swing a measly 5k swing going into life, and Caroline's going to go ahead and take it. No trigger, of course. Seeing an 8k swing going into life, Caroline does take this one as well. And with, I believe, 5 active Dawn, yeah, 5 active Dawn, we are going to see the Shirahoshi here to draw 3, trash 2, aka Graceful Charity, aka card is busted, trashing the Amaru, as well as maybe the 7 cost Enel, unless we have something else, but it's actually going to trash an Ohm. Yeah, if we would have seen an Ohm a little earlier, that would have been really, really nice, but unfortunately, because Monkey did go first, it does go, you know, on curve with Gadatsu, which was really great too. So we're going to swing a 5k into life using the leader ability here to -1 cost on the category, making him a 7 cost. We're going to go ahead and take the life using ability here to the trigger to drop the Satori. Now, if you forgot what my man 10 cost Guzan does, it minuses 5 costs on the entire board on your turn. This is really, really good. We see the disrespect coming here from Caroline Park. An 11k swing going into Katakuri. Now this is an easy 2k. This is a 2k counters. Not too bad here in case he doesn't want to do it, but he might actually let this go. That's a lot of firepower, especially for the fact that Katakuri is at a 3 cost right now. It can pretty much die to anything. Yeah, so we are going to go ahead and let it go. And guys, it's here. Rob Lucci getting rid of two 5 costs with 1 characters. It's kind of nuts, because technically those characters are a 0 cost, and of course Rob Lucci getting rid of a 1 cost as well as a 2 cost. Really, really good. And we're gonna go ahead and pass turn by playing a 5 cost Sabo, drawing 2, trashing the 4 cost Kuzan, as well as the 7 cost Borsalino. No real reason to keep that Kuzan in hand anymore. Using leader ability here to actually trash a Great Eruption. Not really needed as well now that we have 10 cost Kuzan out. I think the only reason why you probably wouldn't want to swing 10 cost Kuzan unless you commit so much Dawn to try to kill it, but since you have a blocker up, real no threat now. So we are going to see an easy 5k swing going into life. I think we just pretty safe to counter out of this or block it with Sabo. No real reason why. Yeah, we do see the rush here now. So we see the 7k Enel rush here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and swing into life, 7k into lead. This is a block plus a 2k, which we do end up seeing, as well as tapping 3 Dawn to throw a Brule. Now, we're back at square one, right? This Enel is at a 2 cost. This Enel is at a 2 cost, while the rest of the board is at a 0. So anything can kill. Anything can Hound Blaze, which we do end up seeing. We're gonna Hound Blaze the Enel, and my man Monkey is going through it, thinking about whether he wants to trash his own life to keep it alive. Now, I don't think it's possible we even survive if we trash our own life. I think Monkey needs to just let this Enel die, which he does end up doing. So it's not in the cards, man. There's just no shot on that one. So with only 3 cards in Caroline Park's hand, we are going to see a 9k swing going into life with that Rob Lucci, thanks to that Hound Blaze. And yes, we are going to go ahead and take it no trigger, using leader ability here to recover 1, trashing an Ohm out of hand. That's our 2nd Ohm that I believe that we've trashed so far. So yes, we see a 7k swing going into life, minusing 1 cost on that Brule. I guess just for the kicks, man. I mean, you know, just because you got to sometimes. And we are going to see a 2, we're going to see a 2k counter as well as a 1k counter. And now the Kuzan does swing. This is huge. So we're going to go ahead and block with that Brule. And now we see an 8k swing going into life. I think Monkey really needs to counter out of this. I think he really does. But unfortunately, he does not. But it's okay. We see a cracker. And guys, my man Monkey is back in, and you see the excitement here on Monkey's face, because that cracker now has double attack. This is so good. We're gonna go ahead and use leader ability, and guys, he just drew into a Hound Blaze with that ability. He literally trashed a Kuzan into a Hound Blaze, and you can see Caroline Park's face right now. This man is just like, yeah, I just did that. I just did that. Grabbing that Hound Blaze now, even if you have to burn it, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. And yes, we see the Hound Blaze here. Bottom decking, you're supposed to bottom deck the cracker, but at this point it doesn't really matter. You're not gonna really see that cracker back in your hand anytime soon. Even if we throw the 9 cost Yamato, does it really matter? I mean, with this huge board and the 10 cost Kuzan, it's rough. But we do see the Amaru. I mean, does Monkey still have some gas in the tank right now to come back from this? This is extremely rough. Maybe it's a Katakuri, but no, it is it's a gnome. It's a gnome. My man, I think my man's throwing right here. My man Monkey here. Yeah, we're gonna see the double ohm, and my boy's throwing. And it looks like, you know, we're just having fun with it now. We've accepted defeat, and my boy Crawling Park does end up taking it. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video as well as this channel, and please stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP05 content coming out soon. See ya.